Okay, what's up, beautiful people? It's Boujee Oracle Goddess, and I am actually going to be doing a pick a card. I used to do them quite a bit on my Instagram, and I've done them on my TikTok. And I said I was going to get back to it, but then I got inundated with some, what do you want to call it? I guess I got inundated with some birthday stuff, which I'm still catching up on that, and just got a lot of things that I am trying to get some balance with. So we're going to have a pick a card. And I'm going to get back to doing those. So you decide in which your energy is picking for you. Will it be the infinity to the left? Will it be the infinity straight up and down? Or will it be the infinity to the right? I'll give you a couple of moments to take a few deep breaths in. We can do it together. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. Breathe in and out. All right, now with that being said, focus on the three selections that you will have and then make a mental note of which one you pick, and you will be able to find in the description box when we start on yours. So for example, infinity to the left, that will be the first one. Infinity to the left, straight up and down, that'll be the second one. Infinity to the right, that'll be the third when you look at the timestamps. Okay, all right, so let's go ahead and give you a moment and allow you to pick, and I'll give a count of 10 in my mind, and then we will get started. Now, that should have allowed you to see which deck that you and your conscious collective team, spirit guides, higher self, inner child, ancestors and or guides, spirit guides, that decided that which would be the deck that you would most resonate. Now we're back. We're going to start with infinity that went to the left. Let's go ahead and see what your team had in store for you. First card out the deck is work. Your due diligence in working really hard. However, you are at a space where you feel like working harder and not smarter will get you there. But sometimes you have to have a balance between working hard and working smart. And the reason for this is sometimes you work so hard that you feel as if you are almost disconnected from the body. It begins to be repetitive and robotic like. So you want to make sure that you keep it in mind to keep a balance while you're at work. Maybe have some music playing or a video playing in the background. If you can have earplugs. If you can't, then you want to make sure that you can get up and down from your desk, or if you're at a space where you're walking, that you kind of take your mind from where you are from time to time to help keep you a balance so that work won't become so boring, because you kind of borderline where it's taking over your life. All you do is go to work and come home. Okay, the next card that your team has decided to give for you is going to be the journey. So as you're on this journey, you're in peaks and valleys of what's going on and what you're doing. So you could start out here, or you could start out here, you could start out here. You know, you can start out different places and end up something different, but each part of your journey has been very different. It has its peaks and its valleys, and it's okay if you're not comfortable with this, but this is where you are right now. This particular reading is about where am I at this point in my life. So you're going through many different obstacles, and not that they're difficult, but they can be challenging. You just have to decide where to put your energy and how to focus on what is the most important. Start to prioritize. Next, they have for you judgment. You appear for the most part to be judgment free. We all have done judging, etc. But there are places in your life where you may have individuals who are in your space are more judgmental than you are. And you just have to take it with a grain of salt, allow to come in and move forward or move past you what serves you, and that doesn't allow it to move on about its business. You don't want to get caught up in things that don't particularly pertain to you. And the reason for that is it's easy to get caught up in others' drama, right? It's okay to listen and it's okay to give opinion if they ask you, but it shouldn't be something that is ongoing all the time, right? However, just because they have things that are ongoing all the time does not mean that there's an issue at hand. It just merely means that they're working through some things and they trust you. The solidness of the relationship that they have with you is one where they can kind of come to you. And that's better than going to someone that you don't know telling your business, okay? What else do we have for you? Dive. Don't find pearls on the seashore. You want to dive in deep. That means go head first, whether it's a relationship, whether it's the possibility of a new job that you've been thinking about, or whether it is a new purchase that you want to make. You don't have to keep thinking about it over and over again. Just go ahead on and make a decision about it, okay? Next, we have stillness. All right, stillness come through. It's important that you allow your mind to sit with things in a calm water. In calm water, everything becomes clear. It's like meditating. It's like sitting with something where you need to make a decision. Sit with it and think about it before you actually move forward with something, because you don't want to make any hasty decision in that situation that you're dealing with where you're trying to decide whether to leave or to stay. Make sure you not necessarily have a plan B, but make sure you're doing it out of clarity and not out of angst. Okay, next we have get the fuck out your head. You got a lot of stuff going on up there. Get in your heart. It misses you. Go back to what you love. Go back to what you love. Okay, so that means don't allow little stuff to creep in, or people talking to you, allow that shit that belongs to them to creep in, okay? It's important for you to stay focused on what you need and what you want. Stay out of your head. Don't make up shit. Don't make up stories. None of that, because as humans, we have so many thoughts. We have over 100,000 thoughts and more, million, right? You know, thoughts going through our head throughout the day. And we don't want to get caught up into things that don't serve us and that's not true, okay? Because sometimes it can be ego, and sometimes it could just be like information overload. You know, everything is not ego. Some stuff is just nerves. It could also be situations and you're trying to decide which way to go, what to leave alone, okay? So for those of you that resonated with the infinity sign that is going to the left, this is your reading, and I hope that it resonated with you. Leave a comment, and if so, you would like me to do a reading on something more specific, leave a comment about that. Heck, even leave an emoji if you enjoyed it, okay? Take care for those of you that chose the infinity sign to the left. Okay, and we're back. And now this is for those of you that chose the infinity sign that goes straight up and down. Let's go ahead and get into it. And I will put this here. Now, first card of the deck is illusion. You may be under the illusion and or under a spell per se, and that could be literal or not, that something is happening to you when it is merely happening for you. That also includes the loss of a job, or you saying, dang, I hate my job, I'm ready to do something different, and then a loss occurs unexpectedly, but that's okay, because you can still actually move through that. I want to make sure that you can clear it. So an illusion has to do with conjuring up things in your mind, a falsehood, masking, etc. Just make sure that when you're moving, you have all the pieces that you need to make the decision about your life and the direction in which it's going. The illusion could also be that you feel like friend A and friend B are living a different type of life, and you want to do that too, and you start to make judgments, or you start to make decisions around what their life is looking like. Make sure you only make decisions around what is going on in your life, okay? Do not be blinded by the illusion of what appears to be going on in their life, because you don't know all the moving pieces, okay? They can make it look good, or it could look like it's kind of terrible over here, but they could just be focusing more on the points that are not so good, but their life could actually be amazing. So don't be under the illusion of what is going on with others, okay? That's really important. All right, the next card that we have for you is create. It's a good time and a good opportunity for that you've been deciding that you want to take a different approach to on how to create, right? And this is dealing with your life. It's dealing with something that you want as far as taking a trip. Some of you are thinking about taking a trip. I just heard Belize. Somebody has been wanting to go to Belize. This is an opportunity to take this as a positive yes and to move forward with that. And some of you are actually creating a niche for yourself around something that you enjoy. Okay, go ahead and move forward with that and put a little bit more time with it. Okay, all right, next we have recharge. Some of you are in a space where you're overworked, and that means more mental than anything, that you're overthinking things, or you're thinking too much, or you're taking on shit that belongs to others and not just yourself. Recharge. There's nothing like a walk on the beach to soothe your soul. This walking period outside, getting in touch with Mother Gaia and nature. So recharge. If you are taking on other people's situations and thoughts and things, now would be a good time to cleanse. And also now would be a good time to kind of start saying no to people. Say no. Learn to say no. You're more of a yes and on the line fence type person, but learn to say no. Okay, next we have generosity. What is a treasure if you keep it all to yourself? As you embark upon these new pathways that's coming about in your life, your energy is that is connecting with something that you love and that you'll have more of. So whether that is time, whether that is people around you, maybe you've been lacking the company of friends or loved ones, you're about to run into it where you're going to have an overabundance of that in your life. So this doesn't necessarily have to do with money, but it has to do with generosity of energetic situations. Okay, all right. Now, the last card we have for you, that little voice inside you, listen to that shit. Okay, and then the other side is you got a feeling that you just can't shake. You have a feeling about the direction in which your life is going, like you're on target. You are, but you feel like there is something missing. It is you being indecisive about that you're on the good path. You're on the way to where you need to be energetically. Just hold on to that makes you feel good. Think about something that makes you laugh. And laugh sometimes so much so that you cry, and go in that direction. And then you'll begin to attract those things as well. Okay. Sorry, those of you that pick the infinity up and down, they just wanted me to say also on the generosity, for some of you, that is a financial breakthrough. A financial breakthrough. So if you're in a good place and you get a financial breakthrough, that means more. If you're in a place where you had been in a space of lack, that means it's coming in, right? So some of you will notice that'll be coming in about the next 3 weeks. Wonderful. So an opportunity is coming for you. And it's some of you already know about the opportunity. Maybe it was something that you already have a heads up about. It's a yes. If you have to make a decision or a choice about something, it's a yes as well. Okay. All right. Thank you so much for those of you that picked the infinity sign straight up and down. And we shall move with the next group. Okay, and we're back. Now, the next, we have the infinity sign that is going to the right. So those of you that resonate with that, take what applies, and the rest you just kind of leave because it may resonate with others. So let's move forward and see what they have for you. So your conscious collective spirit guides and teams, source spirit, however you wish to call it. The first card is courage. Get the courage to get that monkey off your back. All right, get the courage. Your life is going into a space where you had allowed something to take over your life, right? Something that you manifested. It's now time for you to have the courage to beat the shit out of it and move up out of it. Pull yourself up by your sandal straps, by your boot straps, by whatever it is that you need. You're going in a better direction because you now have the courage to do it. If all it was stagnant energy that got stuck, and now that you're in a better place, now it is definitely a time for you to go ahead and move forward, okay? All right, next card. Beautiful. You are talented and fucking amazing. Some of you don't even know how talented. The world needs your power. Use your voice. Just don't use it for dumb shit. So this card is more or less about for your conscious collective team coming in and speaking, they're wanting you to say, like, listen, you don't even know how gifted you are. You don't even know how amazing you are. And that idea, situation, product, and service that you are pregnant with, the universe says that the masses are waiting. So get up off your laurels, start at point A or B, and let's go ahead and get started and make these things happen for you, because there is abundance waiting for you. And there is so much feel good that is waiting, because you know what you need to do and you know what you want and what you desire. Sometimes we can procrastinate. So don't be the queen of procrastinating, okay? Just go ahead and pick a point and start. Next, we have receive. So you're going to be receiving some information around someone that you have had a crush on, some of you. Some of you have kind of been observing or looking, or maybe even gone out with someone, and you're going to hear back from this person, or you're going to have an initial contact with someone in which you may have had a little crush. Now, let's just say this. All crushes are not necessarily sexual and or physical type crushes. It's like, dang, I would love to work with such and such. That's a type of crush as well, right? So this is coming up for you. So be sure to make sure that you're paying attention, and that you return the calls, you return the texts, you return the emails, you return the DMs, whatever that is, because this is going to be something that is for you being on the receiving end, and it is definitely something positive. Let's go with the next card. The next card is turbulence. The mind is murky in rough waters. Now that you have passed the stage, this is also connecting with courage. So this space of your life, because the reading is about what is going on in my life. Now that you've passed the part where you were out of control and felt like things were overtaking you, now that you have got it and pulled it by the balls and you are moving forward, the turbulence is now dissipating. You will notice that your energy level is up, and it is different, and it is matching where you pretty much want to be, or where you left off before you went down the rabbit hole. So this is a beautiful thing. So the murky part is that, okay, I was in a clouded space. Now that I can see clearer, maybe you're meditating more, or maybe you're getting out in nature more, you're noticing things that matter versus things that don't matter. So now there's less turbulence, because one, you took your mind away from it, and two, you allowed energy that is for your soul's highest good to come in and get settled. And then lastly, we have choose wisely. Be discerning. You don't have to keep everything in your net. Some things it's time to let go of. It could be things in your home. It could be people. It could be situations. It could be thoughts. It could be traditions. It could be foods. It could be things that you drink, partake in. It could be the types of social media that you engage in, or even engage in at all. So this is the time during your life where you're making some astronomical changes, because you have decided to get up out of the dirt, right? And now walk over to the grassy side. And because of that, choosing wisely to stay on path or to go back, so you want to decide, do I want to elevate in my life, and do I want to be able to manifest? Okay, now that I've done some releasing, now I should be in good grounds, and you are. So keep moving forward. You're doing a fantastic job. The Conscious Collective teams want to let you know that they feel you, they see you, and anytime you feel like you want to talk to your guides, just start talking out loud. And just say, hey, where am I? Why am I here? And then let them know how you would like to receive that information in a dream, a daydream. If you want to scribe, if you want to receive it through a message like while you're driving, through music. Do you want to hear it as if you were out driving, you see a billboard, etc.? There are multiple ways in which to receive these messages. And guides are very accommodating, whether you know it or not. So if you're coming upon a space where it gets sticky energetic wise, just check in with your team. And I call them team, conscious, collected, spirit. People call it different. The universe, the cosmos, whatever you want, ethereal team, spirit world, whatever you want to call it, right? Okay, it does not matter, because they will all know exactly who you're speaking of when you reach out. Okay, so keep going about the path that you're on, and have a beautiful week. Take care.